Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is fransica brackin. Welcome, you guys. The Lord gave me this word, right? I was sitting down. This one I was watching this little YouTube shorts that they was pulling up. I was just going through it, and as I was going through it, I saw this guy that had he was watching at a video of someone, and the person advised him that cats don't really need to eat all that much, right? That they can eat this little bit, and they overfeeding their cats and all these kind of things, right? And he thought to himself, okay, then maybe I overfeeding my cat. Now, mind you, the difference with him and that person, that was a regular cat. He have a big cat, a big cat, right? So he thought to himself, he said, listen, I'm gonna try this because she say cat does overeat. Now, from the moment he said that, right? From the moment I know he go and take that advice and go and feed his big cat this little small thing, minute of food because someone gave him advice and said, oh, cats just overeat, right? So he go and feed his big cat this little bit of food. From the moment he saw that, I don't know something, I was watching at it and I'm like, oh, good Lord, this man is about I was like, as if first and foremost, do not. I was telling him, as when you're watching those movies and they're telling the person in the movie, don't do it, don't do. I was telling him like, do not do it. That cat is gonna kill you in his sleep. Do not, do not do it. So he took it upon himself. The reason why I was telling him not, I like screaming through. Do not do it. It's because I know that this cat is big, right? And if you watch shows like My 600 Pounds Life or whatever it is, you see they oftentimes need to smaller that person's stomach, right? Because all of their years of eating plenty, their stomach size have grown, right? That mean a little bit something can't full them because they have been accustomed to eating large quantities of food, and now their stomach have grown. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, this man don't know what he's doing. This cat is gonna be one hungry cat, right? Because and he got that. I said, Lord, this is about to not end good for this man. This cat is probably going to kill him in his sleep for feeding him this little thing, right? Maybe if he had started out feeding the cat small, so the cat would have stomach would have not grown to that, but you know, he don't really feed the cat this great amount of food. And I was like, good Lord, I said, Lord, this cat is going to eat this man. This cat is going to kill this man in his sleep and eat him because he's down taking advice from somebody who ain't have. What kind of cat she feeding something this small, you guys? I kid you guys not. This something this small. You ever see when you're giving your children medicine and you have these little containers, or those who previously had, because I know some of you all ain't born out of the womb saints, right? Those of you all who have gone through times in your past where you have little shot glasses, right? Food, put your food like that. He wanted to feed that giant sized cat, so and I'm thinking to myself, this cat will kill him, right? Thankfully, it did that, and like that, the cat just did something inhuman. The cat turned into a human. When I mean the cat turned into a human being, I'm gonna explain the rest of it. So he fed the cat this little thing based on the advice from someone else, right? Fed the cat this little small thing. Someone that probably wanted to kill him. I don't know. Wanted the cat to kill him. I hope he take this advice, so this cat will kill him in his sleep, right? Probably wanted that. So he took the advice and he gave the cat this little bit of food, and he said, I went to sleep. This way he said. He said he went to sleep, and when he went to sleep, unknowingly, he went to sleep, he closed his door, and he took off the light. He said he went to sleep after feeding the cat this little thing. This cat, mind you, who custom eating, plenty, and he's big, right? This little thing, he went to sleep. He said he was surprised to see that the cat opened up his bedroom door. He said he didn't even know the cat could do that. He said, I didn't even know he could do that. The cat opened up his bedroom door, put on the light, and was watching him in his face. I kid you guys not. I was like, I say, you surprised to see that? I surprised to see he's alive. And the Lord gave me this great revelation, you guys. This great revelation through that, right? He said, first and foremost, he said, look at that. He said, you guys, this morning the Lord showed me, and I have my Bible here. He showed me Job 40. And when he showed me Job 40, he was emphasizing, I said, Lord, because I got up, and I might tell you guys I dream, right? So when I get up, I oftentimes want to, I go to him for the interpretation of whatever it is. And he showed me Job 40 and, how he explained to Job when Job was angry with him. He showed him the behemoth and Leviathan, right? So I was confused by that and I couldn't understand. I said, Lord, why you keep on showing me this? I said, well, why you keep on showing me this? And I was not looking at, he said, don't look at the behemoth like wherever it is. Look at, he said he was just using the behemoth and how the characteristics of the behemoth to explain something to Job, right? He was just using the characteristics of the behemoth, how the behemoth operate to explain something to Job, and Leviathan to explain something to Job. And he showed me, he gave me this meaning through that little thing that I just now explained to you guys with the cat. He said, sometimes the Lord, he said, we are put in situation where we don't know. We are placed in situation where unless we are placed in this situation, it will not be able to be known to us the kinds of attributes or the kind of strength that who we can become unless we are placed into this situation, the kind of attributes, to the next level of who we can become unless we are placed into that situation. He said, just like the cat, the owner did not know the cat had all of these ability until he withhold that food from him. And the Lord say, sometimes you all don't know it, but the enemy would push you to the levels to activate things that was inside of you that you yourself might not even know that you had in you until he done mess with something that, oh God and my Redeemer, that is needed for your life. And the Lord say, he began to tell me this. He said, look at what with the behemoth. He said, do you know what he was trying to tell Job with the behemoth? He said, look at the behemoth. He eats grass or wherever it is, and his based on all of what he eats, his strength is in his loins, and he's nothing can have him frightened and nothing can have him afraid. And I created him just along with you. So why is he like this and why are you like that? He was telling Job, he said, I created the behemoth with you, but the behemoth eat grass and it's resting. And even though bad things happen, the behemoth is still cool. It is not threatened. The only thing that can threaten him is the Lord. And oh God, and he goes on to show the greatness of Leviathan. And I began to ask him, I said, oh Lord, what is this? Why did you show Job this? And he said, because at the ending up of Job, oh God, Job was asking, why was I experiencing all of this? And he was focusing on all of what he was experiencing, but he wasn't focusing on all of what the Lord was creating, the new him that the Lord was creating. Meanwhile, through all of the suffering, through all of the suffering that he was going through, the Lord was creating a new Job that will no longer be threatened by all of life circumstances and things that will happen to him, but would rely on the Lord. Yes, Holy Spirit, but will rely on the Lord. He was creating someone that had security in Abba, irregardless if life troubles sway them back and forward, that had a security relying on the Lord, that nothing could threaten them because they had security in who created him. The Lord said he was doing a new thing. And when he showed us, I said, Lord, wait, it was with Leviathan. And you guys, I went down and I began to dig up, even in the name of Leviathan. I said, so wait, it is with Leviathan. And I said, I'll go back in the name and say, I wonder what is the meaning of the name. And it wasn't that the name or Leviathan he was focusing on so much, but rather he was focusing on, he wanted us to see, oh God and my Redeemer, the power that Leviathan had, all of the attributes of what Leviathan had in him, oh God and my Redeemer, and his power and all of his mighty show. He said, can you do this to Leviathan? Can you create such a powerful thing? Meaning, oh God, he was trying to tell Job, in all of what you are experiencing, oh God, in all of what you are experiencing, I'm creating someone that have power, that even though man pierce this and man's spears can come up against you left, right, and center, and they could come and try this and they could come and try that, you will be able to be oh God, you'll be able to withstand all of these attacks and threats. Oh God, and my Redeemer was telling Job, oh God, what he was doing in all of the suffering and everything that he was experiencing. He was creating someone that was tough as nail, that hell and high water can come their way, oh God, and they'll still be unmoved, unbroken, oh God, and my Redeemer, unafraid, because it says that Leviathan, none could threaten Leviathan, because he was created by the Almighty, oh God, was so powerful, his scale was so tightly knitted, and it describes underneath his stomach, oh God, and my Redeemer, how glass was, his scale was like glass under his stomach, and how he moved and everything. He was describing the might and the power, oh God, that the Lord gave him. And why was the Lord showing Job these two animals? Is because he was trying to tell Job, all of these things that you have experienced and gone through, they have a purpose. I am creating something that, oh God, come, oh God, hell and high water, you are still going to be, oh God, and my Redeemer, standing firm, unmoved, because of all of what you have gone through. Do we catch what the Lord is saying? Praise your name, Lord. He was telling Job that. Oh, Lord. Ooh. Ooh. He said, Job, why did you think he started questioning Job? And he said, Job. Do you know why I formed the universe? And do you know how I formed the foundation of the earth? And do you know how I do this? That means, Job, can't you not see that I'm wise? Can't you not see that I have a reason for everything that I form, and how I do everything is for a reason and a purpose? And he said, come, let me show you two animals. And he explained to him what the purpose was based on those two animals, that the characteristics of those two animals, those two creatures that he created. He was telling Job now, he said, Job, let me just bottom line it for you. He was saying, Job, do you know how I do all of these things? That means, Job, I do everything in my wisdom. I form the universe and all of the little creatures and everything inside of it. You can go back and check in, I believe it's Job 39 and all these kind of things. You go back and you check there, and you would see all of these kind of things when he was stating, Job, I in my infinite wisdom created all of these things. That means I in my infinite wisdom do all of what I did to you for a reason and a purpose. And now he was telling Job through the characteristics, through emphasizing the characteristics of the behemoth and Leviathan, what he was doing, oh God, when he sent all those storms and all those things happened to Job, which was he was creating security and reliance in, oh God, even though you go through all of this, Job, this is what I was doing when I allowed the enemy to do all kind of things to you. I was creating someone that, oh God, anything can happen, hell and high water, and you're gonna still stay firm. You're gonna still be unshaken, unafraid, because the Lord would have done already, oh God, upgrade you and level you up, oh God, to someone that is no longer being shaken easily by disasters, even though it comes and it rushes into you like the Jordan River into your mouth. Do you catch what the Holy Spirit is saying? He said that is what he was doing. Ah, Lord. Praise your name, Lord. Oh, I hope you guys understand, when the Lord does certain things, the reason why is always a good reason, because he said thoughts he think of you is to bless you. There's good things. So if the Most High is causing you to go through some stuff, just know that all things are working for your good. As his words say, all things work for the good of them that love the Lord, and to them that are called according to his purpose. I hope that you were empowered to be able to understand. I hope that certain things was clarified to you to understand why the Lord does certain things. Anyone going through anything, I hope you understood what the Lord mean when he gave you certain scriptures to, right? Stay blessed this young, look out for another Holy Spirit filled with. I kid you guys not, the Holy Spirit is doing great and mighty things. Just take a listen. Stay blessed this young. Bye guys.